Today's video is sponsored by the Kit Collective. Get your favourite vintage football shirts 100% authentic in the link down below. Welcome back to We Are City Child to our FL25 Master League. Things are looking okay at the moment. We are 1 point off the top of the table in Arsenal. Got a game against Watford that will simulate to kick things off. I think we'll play Forest at home. We've drawn Milan in the Champions League again in the knockout stages. How many times have we faced Milan in this series? We're going to simulate the home game and then play the away game. I think that is the way things are going to go. So it's a simulation against Watford, a played game against Forest, a simulation against Milan, a played game against Manchester United, a simulation against Sheffield United, and then we'll probably either play Newcastle at home, to end the episode, leave the next episode up for Milan away from that second leg, hopefully with the job done in the first leg. Let's get into the first game of simulation against Watford. And a 4-2 win at home for Manchester City against Watford. Liverpool pick up all 3 points, a 2-0 win over Brentford, and Arsenal do beat Sheffield United by 1-0. I mean, it's looking like that. We're still 1 point off them. Bournemouth and Newcastle United, Chelsea, Liverpool and Forest, the other side's battling to try and get a top 4 finish for themselves. So this is side for Nottingham Forest. Now, first game in a game we must play up in 7th place. Our Forest is Donnarumma in goal, Van Anderson, Kusanov, Jumaba, Baleba and Vardiol the back 5. Rangers, Foden, Gibbs White in the midfield 3. Marmoush and Haaland in front. As for them, former City man James McAtee at the tip of the midfield with Anderson and former City man Douglas Luiz in behind. They've got the Silva maybe, and Hudson-Odoi in the wide areas, a 1-year up top ahead of Chris Wood, ahead of Dan and Doy, Baris Yilmaz all on the bench. Then a back 4 of Aina, Marato, Murillo and Wilfred Singo. Carlos Miguel starts in goal. No Nikola Milenkovic or Timori either. Here at City Ground for Manchester City to face off 7th place Nottingham Forest. Jumaba back and in the back line for Manchester City. He's developed into an 81 rated defender now. He's actually higher rated than Kevin LaMonaco, who we did sign, and for that reason he's got to be starting more games for us. He'll be solid in that centre of defence. City are looking better, best we've ever looked this season, and hopefully we can continue with some good form and a good episode today. Rangers. It's White. Haaland. Marmoush. Through to Haaland here. Erling Haaland, good save by Miguel. Marmoush back in there, Marato away. One as far as Van Anderson. Back to Gibbs White. Poor play by Van Anderson and cleared away by Forest. Only as far as Kusanov. Marmoush. Oh, Marmoush! Oh, good save by Miguel. And behind for a corner. Good chance the Egyptian. Pull the trigger. Couldn't put it in the back of the net. Corner Phil Foden to be taken. In by Foden. Vardiol is there! Well, for whatever reason, the game wouldn't let me control Joško Vardiol then. I mean, why can't a player take a touch away from a player? Always into them, isn't it? Kusanov with a header. Which White won't get there. Hudson-Odoi behind towards Olarainer. Can't be blocked by Van Anderson. A 1-year! Big chance, big save by Donnarumma. Haaland is there. Foden. Gibbs White. Van Anderson, referee! Goal kick. Into Joško Vardiol. Good ball. Vardiol. Bit wide for Haaland. On a plate for Marmoush. Oh, my word. He actually gets there before the goalkeeper and takes a touch into him. Half-time Forest 0, City 0. How are we not in the lead? I don't know. Gibbs White. Kusanov. Gibbs White. Pass to Foden's poor. Counters on. Look at the press though. Intense from City. Marato. Nicked by Marmoush. Oh, Marmoush. Right. Why don't you go with the left foot? Why do you side foot it the goalkeeper? You clown. And why don't you do what I asked you to do? Foden. Gibbs White. Haaland. Gibbs White into his former side. Another block this time by Marato behind for another corner. Anderson. Gibbs White, please. Oh, great defending away from Haaland there. Gibbs White. Oh, Gibbs White. Rubbish. Away by Rangers. Still they play on. Now he'll stop the game. Full time, Forest 0, Manchester City 0 again. We draw a blank. Well, Arsenal do win their game 3-0 against Newcastle United, so our 1 point off them is turned to 4 points once again. And look at the goal difference, more than 10 away. We're rubbish. We're rubbish. We've got no chance. Well, next is AC Milan in the Champions League. We get a 4-1 win in the opening fixture, which sort of makes me feel like a simulation of the second one is probably is allowed to do. I mean, we got away to Milan with 4-1 up. I mean, the round of 16, City going to sail through. Fenerbahce beat Shakhtar Donetsk. Chelsea and Barcelona share the goals there. Feyenoord are beating Panathinaikos. Real Madrid 2-0 up against Arsenal. PSG 3-0 up against Atleti. Bayern 4-0 up against Ajax. And Liverpool Porto level at 0-0. Well, Manchester Derby time to make up for a shocking performance at Old Trafford. A few changes in the side. That is, Federico Valverde comes into the midfield that allows Vanderson to come in at right back. Lamonico's in as well. Vardiel drops out for Rian Ait-Nouri. Still Marmoush held up top together. As United, they go with Canet is in goal. New signs in the wing-back areas with Heaven, Mazwari and Yoro in the back three. Mason Mount and Agarthe in an attacking midfield two with Mbuemo, Diallo and Watkins, the trident up top. Rasmus Hojlund is back at the club after a loan at Napoli alongside Jamie Vardy on the bench. Matheus Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, who's down to 83, really come down his development. Martinez and Dilly also missed out today. The Manchester Derby Day, City versus United. Can we come out on top against the side? Well, I really hope so. City have had a poor season, really. I know we're not far off the top of the table. We're 4 points off the top of the table. We should be 1 point. We've made too many mistakes too many times, and we've already been beaten once in the Manchester Derby this season. I really cannot let that happen again. Oh, then he just gets shrugged off the ball as if he's not there. The ball through to Watkins against Ruben Diaz. Diaz cuts it out brilliantly. Ait-Nouri. It's White. Playing the more attacking role today. Reinders. Tajani Reinders! What a big save by the goalkeeper there. To Kevin Lamonico, the centre-back. Back out to Vanderson. Edge of the box. Valverde waiting. Can't get there. Reinders back in towards Baleba. Ait-Nouri. Cross in. There is Morgan Gibbs White! And he heads it wide of the post. Good tackle by Diaz. Of course it's not, referee. I mean, I'm sure he gets the ball here. I'm absolutely 100% sure he gets the ball, which he does do. And the referee gives a free kick. Cross in. Vanderson is there, away by Heaven behind for a corner. A player who should not even be on the field. In by Reinders. Howell attacks it away. On by United player up towards Watkins. Lamonico. Brilliant. Into Valverde. Cross is blocked by Dorgu. Another corner for Manchester City. Over it's Reinders. In by Reinders. About 30 players lining up. Valverde! Oh, hits that so well. Wide of the post by Federico Valverde. Who's peppered the opposition goal time and time again. Nothing comes of it. Ait-Nouri. Reinders. Ait-Nouri. Marmoush. Oh, referee! This cannot continue on Omar Marmoush. You look out for Mount. It's always Marmoush as well. Every bad tackle's got in Omar Marmoush. Reinders. Gives White. Forgets the ball. Valverde hits one into the hands of the goalkeeper. Monaco. Vanderson. Lamonico. Cross the box. Marmoush waiting. Away by Mazwari. Tajani Reinders blocked away. Gives White. Oh, what is he doing? Straight to Mbuemo. And Vardy. And City in trouble here. Diallo. And Diallo! There you go. 1-0 Manchester United in the derby. 100 shots, no goals. 1 shot, 1 goal. 2-0 Man United in the derby. I give up. The heroic defending from the opposition. Something our defenders will never do. Reinders. Reinders blocked away again. Behind for a corner. 2-0 down, but it's game gone already, isn't it? He was only booked for that. But my head's gone. And my faith has gone. And my want to play is gone. And another late challenge. Just to get rewarded for these challenges because they play this way and beat me. What am I trying to achieve here with Manchester City? Oh my God. Another embarrassment in the derby. 3-0. Marmoush still doesn't score. Haaland the rebound, 3-1. Full time, Manchester City 1, Manchester United 3. A 3-1 defeat in the derby. A hat-trick for Amad Diallo. And I have a feeling there's going to be some bad news coming Simeone Inzaghi's way, because I don't think this team is playing for him. And I think maybe we've made the wrong appointment. Only positive is Arsenal lose 3-1 to Aston Villa. Is there still some positives to take from this season? We're back down to 3 points off the top of the table. How can we keep getting so lucky? Unless we're Sheffield United away from home. With 8 games remaining in the Premier League table, we beat Sheffield United 2-0 away from home. Arsenal beat Spurs by 3-0. It's just 3 points to separate us and the league leaders. The final game of today's episode is match day 31 against a side that sit just behind us in 3rd place in the Premier League table. It's Newcastle United, who welcome to the Etihad. We go with Donnarumma in goal. It's Valverde, Kusanov, Vardiel and Ait-Nouri in the back 4. Rangers, Cherki and Foden in midfield 3. Haaland and Marmoush up top. They go with Cordero through the middle. No Johan Visser, he's on the bench. It's Alanga and Gordon in the wide areas. It is Willock, Tonali and Guimaraes in midfield 3. Livramento, Scalvini, Botman and Lewis Hall back 4. Nick Pope in goal. So in the episode with a big game against Newcastle United. They're in 3rd place, pushing to try and confirm their place as a top 4 side. Manchester City, we're still trying to hunt down Man United, hunt down Arsenal inside the race. But after a big defeat to Man United at home, another defeat in the derby, opinion of this side are at the all-time low. Despite those defeats in the derbies, let's prove people wrong. Valverde. Foden down the box, referee! He got kicked in the box, then you give nothing. Strange decision. Kusanov beats Gordon to it and Jimmer back down to it. Gordon's not happy. That's a foul and Phil Foden in the box, by the way. Foden away from Willock. Kicked and pulled and pushed and into Ryan Cherki and on towards Ait-Nouri. A good swing in. Near post to Haaland. What a save by Nick Pope. Rangers. Foden. Valverde again here. Federico Valverde. Marmoush. Valverde. Marmoush. In towards Haaland, away by Scalvini. Gordon. And Kusanov. Real battle so far. Oh, Kusanov, that's a terrible pass. Chance for Cordero here. Cordero! Just wide of the post by the Spaniard. What a chance, should score. Wide to Valverde again. Federico. Foden. Foden. Ait-Nouri. Chance for Cherki! And Ryan Cherki scores. Good find by Ait-Nouri. Ryan Cherki, who's not been so good this season, scores for Manchester City. Foden wide to Ait-Nouri at the last. Into a wide area. They line up in that box. Cherki finds that space header to Tonali and Nick Pope, and he scores. What? I don't know why Marmoush is caught flat-footed there. I honestly don't get it against their defender. Didn't need to be. Cherki. Ait-Nouri. Away. Rangers. Kusanov wide. Valverde. Lofted one in. Botman away. Cherki, why didn't you hit that with your feet? Just volley the loving thing. Oh, Pope made a big mistake. Haaland. Marmoush blocked away by Scalvini. Into the middle they go. Kusanov can't stop that one. Neither can Vardiel. Cordero on the turn. Spins Jimmer. Vardiel's there. What a save by Donnarumma. Massive save by Gianluigi Donnarumma. Haaland. Cherki. Ait-Nouri. Into Haaland here. Rolls it right. The goalkeeper Nick Pope should score. Foden at some point. If you want to keep running away from the ball, you can do. You don't have to. Rangers good interception. Foden. John Duran. Haaland here. Erling Haaland to finish the game off at 2-0. Come on. Big finish by Haaland to kill the game off on the counter. Foden to John Duran. The space open up here. Scalvini's tired. Duran finds Haaland. Nice heavy touch into a path for him to finish it. 2-0 Manchester City. All 3 points and 2 goals scored in the game. On a ball Foden. In. Ait Nuri with a header away. Now it's full time. Manchester City 2. Newcastle 0. Goals from Ryan Shirky and Erling Haaland. And all we're hoping for is an Arsenal slip-up. And we don't get one. A 3-0 win over Bristol City means it's still 3 points to separate the two sides. That ends today's episode. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you're not already. Please subscribe to if you are new. And we'll see you, hopefully less frustratingly, although I say that nearly every episode now, next time.